on the 18th September, finally, we have waited for the interest rate to cut, finally. So maybe can I have a poll on the chat room? Okay, quickly. Who think it's a good news? If good news, can say good. If not, I say not good. Yeah. Wow, Kelvin Cole. I say good. Okay. Okay, the rest. Can, good. Okay, the rest. All good, all good. Wow, all good. Okay, maybe may I ask, good means what? Good means what? It's time to buy property or not? Good means what? Wow, I'm going to buy later, then no, it's going to be cheaper. So what do you mean by good? Can someone explain the chat group? Or no? Or you can, if you want to unmute, you can also unmute and tell me. All right, what do you mean by good? Kevin say mortgage loan cheaper. Yes. I guess you're multiple property owner, is it? Yeah. Right. Yes, it's true. Mortgage loan is getting cheaper because I guess most of us has a property, be it public housing or be it a condominium or be it a landed property. All right. Even in commercial property with a lower interest rate, I'm paying lesser, right? Okay, so this is really the good thing. As I can show you in the next slide, you can see here, right? Every 0.5 of the interest rate drop, actually it's quite a lot. Okay, let's look at the last line. Let's say if interest rate is 3.5, a drop of 0.5%, my stock drops about 250, 260, right? A drop 1%, you can see in total is $500. It's quite good, $500 I can probably pay for my children some simple enrichment class, correct? Yeah, it's useful cash for me. Okay, so to me, it's also good news. Okay, if I really have a mortgage to pay, right? Okay, and for those who are going to refinance, I think this will also get your installment lower, right? What's next? Okay, does really the interest rate drop cause an increase in transaction? Right, we're going to the property market to resume in. Okay, so what happened is that I actually observed, okay, in the month of September here, right? Okay, we compare the numbers. In August 2024, there was about 1,005 transactions. Okay, maybe it's really small. I write the big figure for you. There's about 1,543 transactions, condominium transactions, right? In the month of August 2024. When did the interest rate cut? It was 18 September, somewhere in the middle, right? 18 September. 18 of September, right? And the numbers that until September, which is about 1,081. Okay, so does it true that the interest rate cut has caused an increase in activity in the real estate market? Can we conclude that? To me, I can't really conclude now. You know why? Because number one, transaction in September takes some time to come in. Because some of the caveats they need to exercise may take some time to lock in, right? That's number one. Number two, the interest rate cut happens on the 18th of September, which is already more than half a month over. So it may not be very meaningful to just look at August and September and then we compare. Okay, I'll suggest that we can actually look at the October figures, right? Or maybe November. Okay, so for those who already want to know the November figures, right, or the October figures, don't worry. Next month on the 8th, we are doing another one. We're actually doing another seminar. This is an in-person. Okay, the person that invited you, you can ask from them when is the seminar and we'll be updating you there. There'll be more content. Today is more bite-sized. Okay, however, okay, if you look at this graph, right, do you see that in August, the per square foot on average transaction is about 1,739 PSF. All right. If you look at September numbers, okay, the PSF is 1,904. I go on. This is the federal funds interest rate fluctuation over the years. Okay, why do I bring this up? Because we want to see over the years when the interest rate increase and decrease, what happens to the market. All right. Okay, first of all, okay, we look at the period from 2001 to 2004. All right. Okay, what do we observe? Okay, the interest rate actually dropped. And the period 2008 to 2009, the interest rate dropped again. All right. 2019 to 2020, interest rate drop again. All right, this is what we observe. Am I correct? Okay, so going forward, these periods, right, 2001 to 2004, when the interest rate starts to drop, right, what happens? Okay, after that, the price starts to increase because it could be Okay, it could be because affordability has become easier because interest rate has dropped. But is this the only factor? No one. Okay, I must say here, no, not exactly. There are also other factors which we'll explain on the 8th November. Today, I just want to see the general trend on of interest rate. Right, in the year 2008 and 2009, again, 2009 somewhere here, when interest rate drops during this period, you see the market goes up again. All right, when interest rate is low, maybe borrowing cost is lower, it gives them a more impetus to buy in. 2019 to 2020, which is here, right? After that, you see the price went up again. So generally, we could maybe have a small conclusion here that when interest rate drops, people are more willing to spend. But is that the only thing? No, there's other things that we need to look at. Later, I'll explain a little bit more. All right? Okay, good. So should we wait? That's the question. Should we wait? Okay. What the Fed says, okay, by the end of 2025, which is next year, okay, there'll be more drops in the interest rate. Do you see that? Half a point in 2026, a full percentage in 2025. Okay, so maybe I have a poll in the chat. So today, should we wait some more or not? Okay, if you think should wait, you can just put wait lah. If you say should not wait, then say should not wait lah. Right, can we have a poll in the chat group? Should we wait some more for the interest rate drop before you buy in the market, or should we actually go in now? Anyone have any idea? Hey, Jean, you say wait. Yeah, correct, ma? Because makes sense, right? Interest rate go up, should wait, ma? Okay, wow. Wait, and also for the election. Okay, wow. So election will cause the market to be better, is it? No need to wait, Tara. No need to wait. Very interesting. So you can some mixed view, okay, SG. Okay, Rahul. Okay, anybody else has any comments? Should we wait or should we not? Yeah. And why? Should we wait or not? All right, some say wait, some say don't wait. All right. Okay, so maybe let me just go through some numbers with you. All right, okay. Okay, first of all, okay, this is the SORA, compounded SORA rates, okay, for every month since the beginning of this year. I just take near the mid-month. That means every 15 day of the month. Right, I actually put the numbers, except for October, I put on the 10th. Okay, because today is just 16. When I prepare this, I actually take it on 10. All right. And you can see first thing, right? The SORA has actually adjusted downwards already. Even before the Fed cut. The Fed cut is in September, am I correct? Over here. So actually you will find that the bank interest rate has actually been adjusting downwards over the last 9 months already. So given that, okay, in fact, our financing has actually been getting cheaper and cheaper. That's the first thing you observe. Number two, can I ask, okay, those who are maybe online in the Facebook, or you can be on this Zoom, if you are a developer, knowing that interest rate is cutting, is coming down, what would you do? Would you increase price, decrease price, or what? What would you do? Maybe you can just just put in the chat group, or just leave in the comments. What would you do? Will you increase price? Will you decrease price? Will you hold back from selling, or will you wait a little bit more before you sell, or what? Yeah, what would you do? Wow, big lower land price. Okay. Yeah. Okay, as a developer, can I ask you, with interest rate coming down, do you expect the market to go up? That's the first question. Do you expect to have more demand? Yeah. Okay. So if you expect that there's more demand as a developer, will you decrease price, or you tend to maintain the price, or you might want to increase the price if the demand is getting stronger? So if this year the interest rate is this certain amount, and we expect next year the interest rate going to cut some more, and if my launch is going to be next year, okay, would I want to price it higher, or would I want to price it lower? This is a question I really need to let you think about. Okay, because if today I'm going to buy a new launch, or even as a seller, okay, I will have an expectation of the market. If my expectation is good, what happened? More optimistic, I may want to increase price. Of course, it can be the other way around. Let's say if my expectation is lousy, right, then of course I may want to cut price on that. Right. So something to really think about, right? Should we wait or not? Right. Okay, next, of course, let's look at an example of like Momentum Park. Okay. When it's launched, the initial launch was about 1,762. Right. And then it gets slowly sold out. And at the end, right, this is about 1,869 per square foot. The last 8 unit on average sold at this price. All right. So in this case, let's say in Momentum Park, let's say as a developer, right, if I don't expect market to do well, right, what will happen? I will actually start to cut price, man. But in this case, as the project gets sells out, you see, the price keeps on increasing until the end is about 100 per square foot difference. And even you look at some of the buyers, they buy at the highest price, it's about 1,881 PSF, right? And it's not just based on one unit, it's based on about 82 units at that point of time. Okay, so in this case, let's say if I'm a buyer from November Park, right, I will not want to wait. You know why? Okay, like Ken say, start selling more at a slightly higher price as demand picks up. As I sell on my project, I start to make more. I start to know that my project is selling. I may want to maximize my profit back end, so I start to increase price in this situation. Right. So in this case, like November Park, I should not wait. Right. So today, before you go to a show flat or before you make a decision, you also want to ask yourself, is this project selling? Is the market generally actually selling? If yes, right, then does it make sense for you to wait? Okay, in the case of November Park, it doesn't make any sense at the moment if you want to do that. Right? Okay, of course, if you look at Jadescape, another project, I still remember when it launched, it didn't sell very fast. Okay, it take quite some time to sell. Right? But can you see the difference between the initial sales about 1,674 until end is about 1,817. Yeah, of course, this could be a low value, like maybe just a two transaction, but you can see that the difference is about 8% if I were to just wait until the backend to buy. And also, when you wait for a longer time, you'll find that the amount of choices you have may also decrease. For example, maybe I just want to buy the cheapest unit. Okay, but it may be stamped up by another buyer and then another buyer until you go to buy the higher price one. Or maybe a better facing one may be bought by another buyer. Okay, so this is what happened. Right, so does it make sense to wait? Really need to look at the project. And in general sense, if we feel positive about the demand going forward, maybe we should not wait. Okay, that is my point of view. Right, and looking at the most project today, they are actually having a good transaction as we go along. Right. So in my November seminar, I can cover more. But today, my general view is that most projects are moving quite healthily. So we should not wait for too long. Right? Okay, next. This very interesting article happened on the 6th of October. What happened? UOL Mayor Blue sells half the number of units at how much? 3,260 per square foot. Is that high? Maybe I can ask the chat. Do you think this is a high price? 3,260 PSF. Oh, interesting. Can someone mention in the chat? Do you think high or not? Oh, can say high. Right. But half of the units is sold. So what does it tell us? Actually, there are people that's willing to pay this price. This is, I think, if I'm not wrong, District 15. I think it's free one. But people is willing to pay this price already. Okay, so does it make sense to wait? I'll let you all decide. Of course, a lot of people say about Singapore GDP, next year may not be good or whatever, but based on latest number, it seems to be quite okay. We seem to have outperformed based on our estimates, right? And of course, this is also a very important side I want to share. Okay, does Singapore really have the money to buy? Okay, so this is a Business Times article that came out on the 7th of June 2024. Okay, and what actually brings to my attention is this thing. First of all, can you see that public housing is almost 20% of our total asset net worth? And private housing is almost 1/4. That means actually Singaporean actually holds a lot, almost 50%, I would say, in property. So property is definitely a very important policy in our government planning. We cannot allow the market to crash, or we cannot allow the market to just anyhow go, right? Next thing I actually realized is our currency and deposit. Can you see it's about 19%? That's quite a lot of money. And also, if you look at the numbers, CPF is about 18%. Wow, amazing. In fact, if you look at CPF and currency and deposit, these are the funds that people can use it to do what? To pay for the down payment for the next property, right? And this amount is actually not small. This is actually a big amount of money. So in fact, I do feel that Singaporeans do have the funds and resources to buy if they need to. All right. Okay. Right. I go on. Right. So how do we actually look at opportunities? All right. For example, in Lentor, we got two projects. One is called like Phillip Green, and the one is called Lentoria. And we can look at the two-bedroom transactions over there. You can see that in September, all right, in Phillip Green, they have been selling for about 2,419 per square foot already. Whereas the nearby project, Lentoria, is only about 2,189 per square foot. All right. So maybe we say, hey, John, there's a big price gap. There might be an opportunity here, right? There might be, right? So it's important to see this kind of gap and identify them with your advisor and see where you can actually do the buy-in, right? Of course, here today, I will not talk about where are the good opportunities or what to buy. Okay, I just want to give you some general idea of what you can look at, right? And of course, like I say, if you just look at interest rate alone, or just one aspect of the information alone is not enough to have a good knowledge or good projection of the market going forward. There's still other things that we need to look at. Number one, of course, Singapore population. Because you must understand in any country, if our domestic population cannot support the property market, it actually can be a bit dangerous, right? Just like certain places or certain states whereby the investors are all from overseas, right? Then who will buy up the resale market? Who will want to buy and stay? Something for you to think about. Second thing, of course, can Singapore continue to afford given the current prices? Or when prices is going to be higher, can we really afford or not? So I actually done an analysis on whether Singapore income or every Singapore household what kind of prices can they afford? So you must understand, the Singapore market is actually a function of a few things. Number one, the population, which is the demand. Okay, the supply, how much new launch is coming on board, how much land sales is going on board, how much on board has been done, right? Of course, the third thing is affordability. Can people continue to afford, right? So these are all the other factors. Okay, so if you want to know more about all this, of course, you can always schedule a consulting session with us or the person that invited you, and we'll be happy to do that.